Crack-a-lackin' 4294 Productions here, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience here at Promontory, Utah. A bit of back info: I went to Promontory on May 10th, 2019, a day after I went to see Union Pacific Big Boy and Union Pacific number 844. We drove there, and Promontory was in the middle of nowhere. It literally was in the middle of nowhere. We later learned that it was near Tremonton, Utah, and we drove there. It was a 2-hour drive. Traffic was terrible, but we got there, and I was happy to be there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Promontory is in the middle of nowhere. After we parked the car, we walked toward the entrance, and there was already music playing in the background with people dancing, and there in the distance you could see Union Pacific number 119 and Central Pacific number 60, the Jupiter. Hello. Hello. Alright, here we are. Here we are, Lukey. Alright, let's enter in. At the site, there was a couple hundred feet of track, and the area was fenced off to allow people to pass through. Me and my mom later worked up near the crowd so we could get to the middle and later up to the front. No doubt my favorite part from this entire trip was an entire musical dedicated to the history of the Transcontinental Railroad. It was almost like The Greatest Showman. They had people dancing, and they had people saying, "Hey, and the Union Pacific had just completed this line from Omaha, Nebraska," etc. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. They also had a running joke where each president from each company couldn't drive in the final spike. Each of them missed. Only the true railroad workers who built the railroad could do it.
President of the Union Pacific Railroad driving this final spike. The governor's not trying.
Trying? Yeah, hard. Oh, well, I'd be honored. Perhaps we should give the man who built this railroad a crack at it.
Telegraph wire, E-O-N-E, and immediately the entire nation erupted as one in cheering and rejoicing.
Bells started ringing across the nation.
The boom of hundreds of cannons echoed across the cities of San Francisco and Washington, D.C.
Oh, and did I mention the place was really crowded? Because it was. There were 10,000 tickets being sold at the site, and all of them were sold out. I think there was 3 batches, maybe 4, and all of them were sold out. They also reenacted the same photo 150 years prior. They had men hanging from the front of the engine with wine and champagne bottles posing for the same photo. The kids were dressed up as a Chinese dragon to commemorate the Chinese who built the railroad. The Secretary of the United States Department of Transportation, who was a Chinese American, gave a speech about the history of the Transcontinental Railroad.
Of 1869, out of the mountains into the desert of Utah, Chinese went from 6 inches a day building Summit Tunnel to laying 10 miles of track in one day. It took the incredible organization of wagons and cars and carts and horses and equipment and the teamwork of Chinese track layers and 8 Irish rail handlers. This record-setting feat on the road to Promontory is unequaled in history. The trust and cooperation of the railroad. We stand on broad shoulders, my ancestors and yours, those who fought exclusion and struggled for justice and equal rights. Let's be proud that immigrants make up America, so we can have this moment of solidarity today and fortify a milestone in U.S. history. Hammering in the last spike. Done.
Then another woman gave a speech about how the Golden Spike, no, it's not a site anymore, it's a park. A few weeks prior, it was made a park by Congress, who got the law passed, and now it is officially known as the Golden Spike National Historic Park.
And we want to recognize the area as ancestral lands of over 22 American Indian tribes. Since 1916, the National Park Service has been entrusted with the care of our national parks. We safeguard these special places and share their stories with millions of visitors every year. Today, I have the distinct honor and privilege to introduce the Secretary of Interior, David Bernhardt. Secretary Bernhardt leads a department which stewards our public lands, oversees the development of energy, supplies water to the West, and upholds trust responsibilities to federally recognized
Well, the first thing I want to do is welcome you all here today to the Golden Spike National Historical Park, not site. And that's because Congress and the administration worked to get that law passed just a few weeks ago. I'd like to begin by thanking everyone involved in the effort to preserve and promote this site and the important part of our nation's history, especially Governor Herbert, the Utah state legislators, Spike 150. I ask that we give them all a round of a hand.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, unveil the sign.
Yay!
So move over, Mighty Five. We are now the Super Six. This celebration and memorialize it for generations. The O.C. Tanner Company is pleased to present to the state of Utah the Utah Copper Spike.
Okay. Let me explain this for a sec. Originally, after the Golden Spike was driven in and the 150th anniversary was coming up, many people wanted a Utah Golden Spike and a Nevada Silver Spike to be driven in as part of the ceremony for 150. So they did. They made it from Nevada Silver, pure Nevada Silver, and pure Utah Gold, along with another pure California Gold Spike.
Thank you, Mr. Fritz. F. Ross, Peter, will you come forward and give the spike his cap?
This is the working end right there. We'll do it together as one.
After the driving of the Utah Golden Spike, the Nevada Silver Spike, and the California Golden Spike, both engines backed up for a full reenactment of the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad 150 years ago.
50th anniversary celebration. The reenactment will open with a scene showcasing the workers who built the railroad.
railroad tie will link a continent. A gentle breeze is blowing under an almost cloudless sky. The thermometer on the shaded side of the Central Pacific Telegraph car registers 69 degrees. Above the babble of voices can be heard the soft hissing of the steam locomotive.
And now, friends, it is not only my duty, but my honor and privilege to introduce a man of vision, a man of courage, a humanitarian, and one who is highly esteemed by those of us who call him our friend. He is a Californian whose farsightedness has contributed in large measure to the success of this great enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Central Pacific Railroad, Governor Leland Stanford.
After Leland Stanford gave a quick speech about the importance of the Transcontinental Railroad, he then proceeded to try and drive in the last spike.
Absolutely. At this point, I should explain that the last spike is a regular iron railroad spike that can be driven with the maul. Both the spike and the maul have been wired to the transcontinental telegraph line so that people everywhere can hear the blows as the spike is driven.
Oh no, not this again.
Perhaps we need a real railroad worker up here to make this star job done. Here we go. Drive her home. Excellent.
Promontory to the country. Bulletin D-O-N-E, done.
After that, I decided to check out both of the locomotives up close, which I've never seen before, though I have seen them in Coaster Fan 2105's videos. Though I didn't catch it on video, I managed to get a metal replica spike from the gift shop, along with a nice patch to go on a suitcase or backpack. Thank you everybody here for watching this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Toodles!